In 2021, two of the best stories in USL League One, the postseason return of the Richmond Kickers and the playoff debut of FC Tucson. Tonight, the 2022 league campaign kicks off with a rematch of last November's dramatic quarterfinal classic. Richmond Kickers host FC Tucson to usher in USL League One's new year. We welcome you to City Stadium in Richmond, Virginia. I'm Ken LaVicka, and Richmond Kickers, everything goes through Emiliano Terzaghi. He is the back-to-back Golden Boot winner in USL League One. What a superb talent he is, now back for a third season with Richmond Kickers. The defending MVP, he scores goals in every way imaginable. He does it via spectacular turns in his left foot. He also has been able to tally goals with poachers. He does it with missiles, rockets, headers, every variety. Emiliano Terzaghi, 28 goals combined the last two seasons. And there you get a look at the new goalkeeper for FC Tucson, who happens to be an old goalkeeper of FC Tucson. Carlos Marancio returns to the club he played with in 2019 and 2020. He replaces Wallace Lapsley, who is now in Tacoma. Marancio, very familiar with USL League One. The 23-year-old only getting better over the last couple of seasons. Very quick twitch, someone who commands a presence in front of goal, and he is a veteran addition to John Perlman's FC Tucson side, who made it all the way to the USL League One semifinals a year ago. Carlos Marancio trying to anchor that back line for FC Tucson. Richmond Kickers, FC Tucson, the first match of the new USL League One season, and it comes up next. This is USL League One on ESPN+.
We would not have a business today if it weren't for the support of many, many people within the Richmond community. To me, we're working as a team to enhance the quality of life for all residents.
It's about being the best that you can be. It's about enriching the lives of people in your community. There's a reason why we have the tagline Nourish, because it's really about nourishing the lives of the people that work for us and the people that we serve. That's what the UCrops brand stands for.
The last time Richmond Kickers were on the pitch, they were walking off dejected in the desert after a USL League One quarterfinal loss to FC Tucson. The collective roster says they don't have revenge in mind. They just want to start 2022 the right way. And that will be the task tonight as FC Tucson is in to City Stadium. Let's go through starting 11s for tonight's matchup, and we'll begin with the hosts in their green uniforms. Back to their debut in 1993. It is Emiliano Terzaghi, the defending MVP, back-to-back Golden Boot winner at the top of a 4-3-3. Akira Fitzgerald in goal, 10 clean sheets last year, the USL League One goalkeeper of the year, the USL League One first teamer. Vignoles, Payne, Barnathan, the midfield, and then Ani, Correa, Chrysler, Ritchie, the back line in front of Fitzgerald's goal. FC Tucson, their starting 11 here tonight. They are much more new look than Richmond Kickers are. FC Tucson has a side that features a new goalkeeper, as we mentioned. Though familiar with the system, Carlos Marancio. He was part of FC Tucson 2019-2020. Gio Calixtro at the top of this formation. No Derry Korf tonight for FC Tucson. He was questionable with a hip injury this week and will not feature tonight for FC Tucson. There's the whistle, and we have opened the 2022 USL League One season. FC Tucson paying a visit to Richmond Kickers. So glad you're with us on this Saturday night on ESPN Plus, and it is appropriate that the USL League One campaign gets going in Richmond as the Kickers are celebrating 30 consecutive years as a franchise, the oldest to do it, the oldest continuous franchise to do it in United States soccer, the symbol of continuity in this country with this great game. And both of these squads enter this season with massive expectations. Richmond Kickers made its first playoff appearance since 2016. A year ago, finished with 11 wins, 10 defeats, 7 draws, 5th in League One. Same record for FC Tucson. These two squads met in the desert in the quarterfinals, a 1-0 victory in favor of FC Tucson. FC Tucson early on, here's a header at the back post, and Calixtro cannot get a good head on it, but some bright ideas early for John Perlman's side. And there you get a look at Akira Fitzgerald, the 33-year-old veteran goalkeeper. The goalkeeper of the year in League One in 2021. Led the league in saves with 89. Led the league in clean sheets with 10. And a big reason why Richmond got hot in the second half of the season and propelled themselves into their first playoff appearance in 5 years. Long ball up the near side, FC Tucson. Here's Tyler Allen. That's deflected out of play. And we're going to have our first set piece of the year, and it'll come via FC Tucson. FC Tucson, 11 wins, 10 defeats, 7 draws, just like Richmond Kickers. Finished 4th via a tiebreaker. Beat Richmond 1-0 in the quarterfinal, and then went on and were pummeled by the defending champion Union Omaha in the semifinal 6-1. An in-swinging corner from the near side, headed down and sent out of danger from the area. Collected, though, by Perez. He's dispossessed in a fight for it. It's out of play, and this will go for an FC Tucson throw-in. Hitting the deck hard was Bolaños, and the referee tonight, Danielle Chesky, says no whistle. The fans are out, the noise is back at City Stadium here in Richmond. This is lofted high into the area and over everybody, including the goal. And Fitzgerald will launch it away. Well, he opts for his back line to handle the duties instead. And Richmond Kickers will try and get a spell of possession, firing a long ball forward. Richmond Kickers brings back a lot from a year ago. 12 returners, in fact, on the roster. That's one of the better numbers from a roster retainment of any team in USL League One. This is sent high into the air. Headed up towards the attacking third by Weir, and we have a whistle and a free kick on the way for Richmond Kickers. Richmond sporting these green shirts this season to honor the inaugural year, 1993. This is 30 continuous years as a franchise for Richmond. No other franchise in the United States can boast that. But Richmond typically red in color. They were green in 1993, and this is an ode to that, a hat tip to that, and they look slick. Neil Vignoles approached the free kick, but a whistle blows. And we're going to do this again. Everything was blown dead. And there's a look at Danielle Chesky trying to organize everything. And tells Vignoles, line it up again. The 24-year-old Spaniard will do just that. Jostling at the top of the area. And Chesky is telling them, everybody stop making contact, no jersey pulling, I'm watching. Trying to set the tone early. Now Vignoles is ready. And he swings this into the box. And reading it well is Morancio when he hauls it down. And that is the first touch of the season for Carlos Morancio, who made 22 appearances in goal for FC Tucson. Coached by John Gals at that point. Morancio replacing Wallace Lapsley, who is now with Tacoma Defiance in MLS Next. Not much in terms of fluid attacking here early on. Select is celebrating its 75th anniversary. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of USL League One. Choose what you play with at www.selectsportamerica.com. Select, League's choice, player's choice. That's Select. FC Tucson 46 goals last year. That was second in USL League One. But a lot of turnover in that attack from a year ago. John Perlman spent the offseason trying to reconstruct and reimagine this offense. And that is punted on to Fitzgerald, who brings it into his chest. Shaq Adams, the ultra-speedy winger, no longer in Tucson. He is in the USL Championship now with Charleston Battery. Charlie Dennis has headed to the championship as well. He's featuring for Oakland Roots here in 2022. Noah Frankie is with Greenville. Stays in League One, but heads to the runners-up in USL League One from 2021, the 2020 champions. Greenville Triumph. Daniel Bedoya, one of the returners, one of 6 starters who has come back to FC Tucson, stands over this free kick, as does Louis Perez. Perez, after the touch from Bedoya, sends this into the box. Nobody home, a couple of runners, but everybody marked well, and it sails out of play. Akira Fitzgerald was certainly busy last year. The 89 saves, the 10 clean sheets. But Darren Sawatsky, the head man for Richmond, says, what a performance, what a player Fitzgerald is, but it'd be nice if the back line could maybe save him some of the pressure. Back line tonight for Richmond of Dakota Barnathan, formerly with FC Tucson, Stuart Ritchie, Zaka Moran, and Matt Bolduck. Speaking of that back line, here's Moran, the 25-year-old Argentinian. He still have yet to see a shot on goal or anything really resembling it. A high press here for Tucson as they try to dictate the tempo. Richmond attempting to play from the back, and it's launched into the midfield. One there by FC Tucson, and they'll play it back. Luca Mastrantonio. Gets it back from Morancio. This is the opening match of this League One season, and a really nice crowd here in one of the hotbeds of soccer in this country, Richmond, Virginia. This is won by Richmond, maybe something brewing here. Poor touch high into the air, however, and it's won back by FC Tucson. Tyler Allen battling it out with Moran. Tucson stays with it, and here's Allen on the ball. Allen pushes it to the near side, Perez. Perez forced to play it back by Vignoles, and Richmond's defense takes it shape. A run into the middle, and it's touched back by Calixtro. Allen trying to swing it in was Tyler Moss, coming up from his right back position to pressure. And Tucson has earned its second corner of the evening. Tyler Moss, the right back for FC Tucson. He will have a tendency to push forward. And there you get a look at the Red Army here in Richmond. Here's the in-swinging corner, headed away. Well marked. Awaiting it is Weir. He sends it back into the area. It tested Fitzgerald. Not a lot of speed on that attempt, and Fitzgerald able to pick it up. Long ball forward, flag stays down. Richmond, oh! Morancio, welcome back to Tucson. He denies Jonathan Bolaños point blank. What a sequence. Fitzgerald distributed the ball 3/4 the length of the pitch. Bolaños denied. Left foot, Morancio went low and is able to pick it off with his left arm. Now it took us 12 minutes to see the goalkeepers put into action, and both up to the challenge. Now the season can begin. Richmond has very much been on the wrong end of possession here early, but they end up with the best chance, the best opportunity here in a minute 13. Richmond content playing long balls forward. Bolaños never made it to him. It is headed onto the feet of Richie. But Morancio comes up to snag that, and underhand distributes. Now it's long ball time for Tucson. Not a whole lot there. That never had a chance at Tyler Allen. And Fitzgerald goes to retrieve. We haven't heard much yet from Emiliano Terzaghi, but there he is. Terzaghi outside of the area. Wanted to try and poke it forward to Bolaños, but the flag is up and an offside. The USL Championship on ESPN moves in April. San Diego Loyal SC welcomes El Paso Locomotive FC for an early season showdown. Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern time on ESPN Deportes. San Diego and El Paso. It's the USL Championship on ESPN. Both of these teams want to get off to a good start here in League One play, but they also have U.S. Open Cup dates in a couple of days. Richmond on a Wednesday has Evergreen out of USL League 2. then Wednesday, FC Tucson with what appears to be a bit more sizable challenge, Las Vegas Lights. Some numbers here for FC Tucson. Step over, Fitzgerald able to get down to his left and take on Tyler Allen's shot. Cut off the angle, and there's save number 2 on the night for Akira Fitzgerald. Just 87 away from what he collected last year. That rolls out of play. Get another look at this. Allen step over, cleared some space. Strong pace off his left foot. But Fitzgerald had an eye on it the entire way. Did well not to give up a rebound as well. Bolaños, who's been busy tonight. Quick touch from Terzaghi, and Richmond will play it back. Glad to have you back with us in 2022 as USL League One has kicked off. Some new clubs, some new faces, and 2 teams here that have heavy playoff aspirations. Bolaños, very well dispossessed by Luca Mastrantonio, stood his ground. And FC Tucson trying to work it up the middle initially with Bedoya. Now he'll send it off to the far side. And a big collision on that side as Muwing Sunday took a shot from Stephen Payne. Two hands into the chest, easy whistle. Daniel Chesky, who also decides, hey, you know what? That's football. Let's play on. We don't need any cards. Two very good managers in front of their benches tonight. FC Tucson with John Perlman, who came down from the front office last year, coached on an interim basis and completely turned the season around. It was headed towards, and this is no joke, a last place finish. And suddenly FC Tucson found its footing. And then the Richmond Kickers, of course, with Darren Sawatsky in his 3rd year with a victory tonight. 3 points for Richmond. That will be win number 20 for Sawatsky in his Richmond tenure. Sunday disperses it to the left side. Full head of speed. Delivered into the area, poking at far post, and not missing by much was Calixtro. What an intelligent idea, and nearly caught Fitzgerald flat-footed. We'll take a look at this again. Calixtro, one touch, and decided why not. And that did not miss by an awful lot. And Fitzgerald was beaten. Richmond into the attacking 3rd. This is shot low, deflected in front. Who else? Who could it possibly be? Emiliano Terzaghi starting his Golden Boot campaign immediately. The loose ball in front, and that man always knows what to do with it. 1-0 Richmond. This developed off the right side. A low cross with pace, off the defender, onto the left foot of Terzaghi. Well, we said in the open, he scores them in all types of ways. Sometimes they're spectacular. Other times it's just footballing instinct. That goal counts as the latter. Right place, right time. Terzaghi goal. How many times have we said that? That is the 5th goal that Terzaghi has scored against FC Tucson all time. He scored in both regular season matches against Tucson a year ago. Was held off the scoreline in the quarterfinal loss. There's contact from behind. Terzaghi hits the turf. But Emiliano Terzaghi, this is his 6th regular season match against Tucson all time, and 5 goals against the men from the desert. Make that now 29 combined goals in 2+ seasons for Emiliano Terzaghi. Tucson's going to have to cinch it up. They were on the front foot for the opening 19 minutes. That's been turned on its head thanks to Emiliano Terzaghi. Here's the free kick. This is headed nearly on goal. Terzaghi, nifty, tried to pick out the far post with his back to goal. Marancio watches it sail wide. So New Year, same storyline, same names. Emiliano Terzaghi gets the scoring started, and there's a yellow shown. There's the first yellow of the year in USL League One, and it's shown to Muang Sunday, the former Des Moines Menace man, as he came in with an extended leg and fouled Nil Vignoles. Another set piece about to be delivered from Richmond kickers. Vignoles, the Spaniard, 24 years old, looks on. As we approach the midway point of the opening half here in Richmond, the Emiliano Terzaghi goal is the difference. And it has also helped Richmond kickers find their footing in this match as well. Vignoles delivers. Headed out of the area, and now the race is on. And it's won by Tucson. Good work by Luis Perez. Spins out of trouble. Able to find Allen. Now a couple of jousts in the midfield. That's sprayed forward. And now there's an FC Tucson player down. That's Luis Perez. And card in hand, Daniel Chesky about to make another YOLO delivery. This time directed the Richmond way. And she picks out the guilty party, Zaka Moran. Now she gave it to Moran, but it was Nathan Bonney who made the tackle. So we'll make sure that we have correctly identified the player should be receiving the yellow, because it appeared as if she stepped in front of Moran to show that yellow when it was Nathan Bonney who made the dangerous challenge on Perez. Don't miss a minute of the action in 2022, whether your club's on the road or at home. Catch nearly every second of USL League One action on ESPN+, the home to the USL, MLS, La Liga, the Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. FC Tucson last season, its first foray into postseason play. Beat Richmond 1-0 in the quarterfinals, went to Union Omaha, and just could not find a way to compete with what was a rested juggernaut at that point. The scoreline, Union Omaha 6, FC Tucson 1, but that should not and did not spoil what ended up being a wildly special season for FC Tucson. You saw what Vinwells was trying to do, but well over the head of Bolaños, who was not going to be able to track it down before Morancio made his way to that ball. The question will be, at least early, how does FC Tucson cope without Shaq Adams, Charlie Dennis, two massive components to what ended up being a very potent attack last season. A lot of speed and a lot of ability now gone. Gio Calixtro, who's at the top of this formation tonight for FC Tucson. There was a lot on his shoulders, especially with Derry Korf and his troublesome hip right now early in this season. Calixtro, 4 goals last year for FC Tucson. This will be an attacking third throw-in. Short throw for Tucson. They work it just to the outside of the area. Calixtro shielded his defender off, and Richmond deposits it back out of play. Tucson starting to settle a bit. Well done there by Daniel Bloyu, who lost his footing to regain control, but he gives it away. Terzaghi, nifty footwork. And a better defensive play from Muwang Sunday, who challenged him and earned his squad a throw-in. The Richmond crowd does not like it. John Perlman does as he claps his hands and appreciates Sunday's defensive effort. Bedoya. That pass a bit behind Weir. Eventually found the mark, but Richmond had pushed all its numbers back, able to recover and earn the possession. What a job Darren Sawatsky has done after a pretty dormant stretch of Richmond Kickers soccer. 2 seasons at the helm, back-to-back winning campaigns, including the playoffs a year ago. And it was not all peachy at times last year for Richmond. Suffered from some inconsistent play, but down the stretch, riding Emiliano Terzaghi and his goal-scoring acumen, including outstanding goalkeeping from Akira Fitzgerald, Richmond found enough to get into the playoffs. Sunday, low cross, whistle, flag up, offside. Richmond went from 9-14-5 in 2019, 9th of 10 teams in USL League One, all the way up to 4th in that truncated 2020 season. 8 wins, 6 defeats, 2 draws, finished 4th. And that was a season where only 2 teams made the playoffs. That was the final, which was never played because of COVID problems on the Union Omaha side. Greenville won the championship. And then last year, 11-10-7 for Richmond, 5th in the table, and we're able to get into the playoffs. And this for Richmond is the 3rd straight match that they're playing against FC Tucson. Lost the regular season finale 4-2 to FC Tucson just a couple of days later. In the quarterfinals, fell 1-0. This is the first time, though, in that stretch they're getting FC Tucson at home. Trying to get it onto his right foot is Allen. He has it taken away. Well done by Richmond in that back line. That was Zaka Moran, who has been very active tonight for the men in green. Green will be the primary color for Richmond this year. And then red, white, and blue secondary shirts and uniforms for Richmond this season. That also an ode to the 90s version of the Richmond Kickers, as well as an acknowledgement of what is a big summer for the U.S. men's national team. Qualified into the World Cup, has its group, and will be preparing this summer for a trip to Qatar in the fall. That sails out of play, FC Tucson. Bit ambitious, trying to go near side to far side, and crossing the pitch with that pass. Past the half-hour mark here at City Stadium in Richmond, Virginia. I'm Ken Levicka. Emiliano Terzaghi, his goal has Richmond Kickers on top 1-0. The MVP, the two-time Golden Boot winner, just dueling Emiliano Terzaghi things. The crispness of this match has dissipated a bit. Tucson continues to try and find some connection here. Calixtro, I don't think he ever got a foot on that. Dakota Barnathan, his former teammate, came away with it. And it's delivered back into the defensive half. Terzaghi makes the turn. Good ball up the touchline. The race is on. FC Tucson able to claim it, though, with Jacob Kroll. And Tucson headed for a throw. Richmond was a fairly undisciplined bunch last year when it came to collecting cards. Richmond Kickers racked up the most yellows in all of USL League One with 83, but FC Tucson was, without question, the most undisciplined team, period. 8 red cards last year, not even close. They were far and away the most red-shown team, including 2 in a match against North Texas. That was the match before John Gals was relieved of his duties and John Perlman came down to take over the side. That FC Tucson shot well over Akira Fitzgerald's goal, never a threat. Pitch in good shape here at City Stadium, as you'd imagine. If the first match of the season has had some time to grow. A lush surface here in Richmond. Terzaghi, well done. Able to pick the pocket of Bloyu. Richmond pushing numbers forward. Bolaños on his left foot, low cross. Played high up into the sky for Master Antonio, but it stays in the attacking third for Richmond. Nice look to the outside. Another low cross. Touchdown, back of net. Nil Vignoles. A first-timer found the left foot of Vignoles. The assist to Payne. Perfection. 2-0 Richmond. Dream start for the hosts. It was all started on a great look from Barnathan. Payne able to pick out Vignoles, who was just mysteriously unmarked in the middle of the penalty area. And Marancio didn't stand a chance. A 34th minute tally for Nil Vignoles. And the former Tormenta man has Richmond feeling very good about itself. And perhaps some frustration from last November being let off here by Richmond kickers. They swore during the course of the last week and a half, this is not a revenge game. This is not a revenge game. We're not thinking about the quarterfinal. We're not thinking about the defeat. This is all about getting off to a good start. But you couldn't blame them if that did seep into at least the subconscious. And they are taking advantage of their opportunities here in the opening half. They have grabbed complete control. Strong tackle on a play by Stuart Ritchie. This will be corner number 3 tonight. Make it 4 for FC Tucson. Unlike Richmond's first goal that pretty much came out of nowhere, you could see this one building to a crescendo. An out-swinging corner. And who did it take a touch off of? It appears as if that was played out by Matt Bolduc, the right back for Richmond, and so Bedoya will do it again. Bedoya, both arms up, approaches and delivers. This is a high delivery and a foul against FC Tucson. Akira Fitzgerald with FC Tucson lurking will allow his back line to head out of the defensive third, and now FC Tucson trying to trap, trying to find any way to generate a scoring chance. And well, the press there did work. Terzaghi unable to link up with Ritchie. And a quick throw in. Bedoya didn't make it through cleanly. It did find Calixto, but flag is up offside. It's tough against Calixto considering that that pass did take a touch off of multiple kickers. But the assistant referee maintained offside. How did Richmond win that ball? That was a heck of a run. Bolaños able to find Ritchie. Back to Bolaños. Bolaños drags to his left, into the box, knocked down. A back heel into a Luis Perez attempt to clear out of the Tucson defensive third, and he does earn his team a throw-in. But man, Matt Bolduc, how he got to that long ball near the end line and gave Richmond an opportunity. That'll be something that John Perlman will have to figure out on film. Had no reason to win that, and he did. And the Tucson defense right now is being outworked by some flying Richmond kickers. Bolaños, Terzaghi, they both got touches on it, but FC Tucson comes out of there with it. Calixto on the turn, surveys, and opts to send it to the right side, and it finds Payne. Dangerous cross, but nobody there. Here's a left-footed shot! Oh, a blast off the deflection, and Fitzgerald pushed it away, robbing Luis Perez. Perez decided, why not? Let's wind it up, and Fitzgerald with a remarkable stop. Well, that nearly was the magic that Tucson was looking for. That clearance was dangerous, and it nearly cost Richmond. You'll see this headed outside the 6-yard box, but what a left-footed laser from Perez that Fitzgerald able to lunge and quick reaction, punch it away from the mouth of goal. Louis Perez has officially found his way into the flow of this match, and this is going to be a Richmond foul. Just a couple of minutes remain in this opening half. We'll get you an indication on added time in just a moment. That is Louis Perez, who was on his hands and knees for a second. He's up, looks to be okay. And now Perez on the ball. Richmond goals for Emiliano Terzaghi and Nil Vinyals. 2-0 Richmond with an outstanding start to this 2022 season. Another foul is hitting the deck is Tyler Allen. Both teams have been shown a yellow. Weir. Now Perez. Back into the middle, Bedoya. That roller was denied. And a throw-in for FC Tucson. Bounds on a play off of the hip of Jonathan Bolaños. Bolaños was really the one who got the attack going for Richmond on a long ball. He was denied point blank by Marancio, but Richmond found confidence after that. Look at the effort. And this will be a dangerous area for a free kick for FC Tucson. And it's because Daniel Bloyu would not give up on that ball. And eventually drew the foul on an upset Matt Bolduc. Can Tucson find a path back into this one before the half? You see Calixto at the top of the box, Allen there as well. Bedoya, the delivery. This is headed up and over Fitzgerald's goal and corner for FC Tucson. Right-footed in-swinger on the way. And it arrives, and it's right at Akira Fitzgerald. Had a nice pocket to bring that in with a hands catch. Far and away, the most set pieces and the most corners have come for the men in the black shirts tonight. The black and maroon shirts tonight, but it's the men in green, Richmond Kickers, who have found their way onto the scoreline. Terzaghi, Bolaños. A very, very good pass threaded the needle, but Bolaños a poor first touch. And Tucson wins it back. Bedoya on the move. Allen played it behind Perez, but Tucson will remain on the ball. Bedoya couldn't find reception of that ball the first time around. Eventually it made its way to him, as Moss said, here you go. Good idea there from Allen, but Perez never made a run to the ball. The indication is 3 minutes of added time in this first half. Now Perez has it. Perez. And that cross denied. Just a green wall set up around the penalty area several times tonight for Richmond. They have done well to protect their outstanding goalkeeper, who generally doesn't need a ton of help. Terzaghi. Nice play in the back from Weir. Now below you. Dangerous ball. Terzaghi right there to pick it off. Weir did not put near enough on that for a ball he was sending back into the middle. And Tucson fortunate because Richmond gives it right back. Terzaghi was not happy on the right side as he was motioning to Matt Bolduc. Why aren't you running up the touchline? I'm trying to put it on a platter for you. Make a run. Kalikstro. And Yelcheski says, let's keep playing. Long ball ahead, on the run, Bolaños! Oh, what a decision from Marancio. Dangerous, went with his head, cleared it away. Low shot, just wide. Richie gave it a go, and he missed by inches. Look at Marancio as Bolaños is running up on this ball. That's dangerous from Marancio. And then he has to retreat back to his goal. That's where Richie lines it up and nearly picked out the post. It was almost 3. Tyler Allen was trying to catch up to that ball. But Stuart Ritchie there to collect and give it a ride. Late moments of this first half. Tucson has had its bright moments, but Richmond has had the better of the chances and certainly the better finishing. And they just have flat out the best player in USL League One, and Emiliano Terzaghi. He scored first, Nil Vignoles followed. Here's Terzaghi. What a ball. It was read, though, by Kroll. And FC Tucson with a goal kick. Marancio's trying to speed up the process here, as we're about expired in half number 1. Long ball. Kalikstro played off of it. And out of play it goes. We'll be listening for Daniel Chesky's whistle at any moment here. Maybe another opportunity, one final one for Tucson before both teams head to the training room. Allen. Tucson's going to have to show some want to get towards goal, and that'll be punched out of play, and there is the closing whistle of the first half. The man who's won back-to-back Golden Boots, Emiliano Terzaghi, off to a sparkling start. His goal got things going tonight. Nil Vignoles followed in the 34th minute. And your score at halftime, Richmond Kickers 2, FC Tucson 0. We'll have our halftime show after this from Richmond with the hosts on top. This is USL League One on ESPN+.
seems more important these days, as it's consumed all aspects of our lives and made our universes feel smaller than ever. But at Bon Secours, your health has always been our top priority, and we're staying as committed as always to personalizing the right care for you. Because whether here or from home, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. Bon Secours, primary care for the universe of you. Visit bonsecours.com/primary care to connect with a provider today.
After 45 minutes in Richmond, it's the host Kickers 2, FC Tucson 0. It is the start of a new USL League One season. Everybody wildly excited to get this back underway. Union Omaha, the defending champions, but the league is wide open. Let's go ahead and welcome you back and get you caught up with what to expect in 2022.
Opening day of the USL League One season, and there are some players who played big parts in their team's success last year, no longer on that team. One of those, Evan Conway, who got his first USL championship goal under Landon Donovan and San Diego Loyal in their win at Phoenix Rising last weekend. He was showing off the moves. His teammate, his former teammate, was on the other side of the field. Greg Hurst, he scored his first goal. He also assisted one opening weekend against Monterey Bay. He is now applying his trade for Phoenix Rising. So a lot going on in the Western Conference, but that is not all. Formerly of FC Tucson and Tormenta FC, it is Charlie Dennis. He is out west as well with the Oakland Roots, and look at this finish that he had on the road at New Mexico United just recently this week. A great finish on that famous left foot of his, and he wants everybody to know his name. So he'll be out west alongside Hurst and Conway, but that is not all in the USL Championship. Plenty of other big names, likes of Dallas J, two-time Golden Glove winner Aaron Malloy, the maestro in the middle last year for Forward Madison, Ricky Ruiz at RGV, and Demia Villadere, one of the top players in the league, of course, last year, the defender of the year, 8 goals, 7 assists for Omaha. It seems like Union Omaha dispersing all throughout USL Championship now. So that's in the USL Championship. In USL League One, it's a little bit different. New faces in new places, or maybe the same faces in new places. The first one, Lachlan McLean. He'll be joining Eamon Zayed in Northern Colorado, the Hailstorm. He, of course, 10 goals, 4 assists with Greenville Triumph over the last few years. He has been a potent goal scorer for John Harkes in this league, and we'll see if he can get it done in the mountains. Also joining Eamon Zayed, Ethan Vanacore-Decker. A bit of a slower season for him last year, but he was really strong in 2020, the inaugural season for Union Omaha. He'll be looking to get that goal scoring started again. 3 goals, 6 assists for him. He was tied for the assist lead in 2020 as well. So we'll see what he can bring to Northern Colorado again. And also in Northern Colorado, it's Marky Hernandez. He has been very strong for Chattanooga Red Wolves over the past few seasons. 9 goals, 7 assists in those seasons. And this Northern Colorado team, a lot of familiar faces. Curious to see what they will look like when they finally take the field. Some other names, Venton Evans coming up the coast from Fort Lauderdale. Jake Keegan, of course, now back with Greenville Triumph. He was great for Greenville Triumph. And then Garrett McLaughlin, who comes down to North Carolina FC. Of course, he was with Toronto FC 2 a year ago. We'll see if he can get his goal scoring started again. But these are just a few of many names that are, of course, moving throughout the league. We'll be curious to see what some of these players look like in new places or in their old places, and for the likes of Jake Keegan. But those staying with their same clubs, of course, the two-time Golden Boot winner, the MVP, Emiliano Terzaghi. He'll be looking to potentially score the first goal of the USL League One season for the Richmond Kickers, and of course, plenty of other big names across the league. Derry Corp with Tucson, Connor Doyle, who brings all that experience with Union Omaha, Brandon Fricke holding down that back line for Greenville, Juan Galindrez for the Chattanooga Red Wolves. He scored a bunch of late goals for them a year ago. So the second half of your game is on the way.
You know the crowd is whoop, whoop. You know the crowd is ready.
That's in! San Diego's even! Bushamani, and for Among, crashing in! There it is! First of the year for San Diego!
And it's into the back of the net! El Paso!
Far corner and it's in! What a goal! Are you watching Football Americas?
Check out the fan services table and answer the
2-0 at the break. Richmond Kickers over FC Tucson, the rematch of last November's USL League One quarterfinal. That was claimed by Tucson. Richmond has the advantage after 45. It is night one of the USL League One season, so let's continue to get you caught up and inform you with some news and notes. With USL League One, Lexington one step closer. Lexington Sporting Club unveiling new branding. They're into League One next year. USL Super League 2023 aligning with an international schedule. Can't wait for that. And the Open Cup, US Open Cup, all 11 clubs in USL League One in action this week with prestige, prize money on the line, and all the matches are on ESPN+. Richmond plays Wednesday, Tucson plays Wednesday, and so everybody gearing up for the long haul now with the U.S. Open Cup back in action after 2 seasons. Great to have it back. Here is this Open Cup schedule. Charlotte on Tuesday has North Carolina Fusion U23. Union Omaha, the League One champs, hosting Des Moines Menace. Central Valley and El Paso on Tuesday. Then Charleston welcomes in Tormenta out of League One on Wednesday. North Carolina, Rio Grande Valley on Wednesday as well. Louisville City host Chattanooga on Wednesday. The Cardiac Red Wolves back at it. Richmond in action on Wednesday as well. Forward Madison and Cleveland Soccer Club. Colorado Springs, Northern Colorado, a Hailstorm will play in the U.S. Open Cup before they make their League One debut. As we mentioned in the first half, Tucson has Las Vegas Lights and Greenville and Oakland Roots out of the USL Championship on Thursday. Highlights and numbers from the first half of the way return. Richmond 2, FC Tucson 0. It is USL League One on ESPN+. The sun setting on Richmond, Virginia, as we get set for the second half. Richmond Kickers 2, FC Tucson 0. Both squads are back out onto the field. Let's quickly take a look at how we got to 2-0. And it was Emiliano Terzaghi, the back-to-back Golden Boot winner, 18 goals a year ago, 28 total the last two seasons. He nearly saw his teammate Jonathan Bolaño score first, but Carlos Marancio, the early test, he was equal to it. Akira Fitzgerald making a diving stop for Richmond as Tucson showed more pressure early, but then the floodgates opened. Low shot took a deflection, and there's Emiliano Terzaghi, always in the right spot, unable to be controlled by the back line. Luca Mastrantonio. Terzaghi pokes it home, and there was goal number 1 of this USL League One season in 2022. 34th minute, Nil Vignoles on a perfect cross from Stephen Payne, and that made it 2-0 to the hosts, and that's where we sit as we head into the second half. Danielle Chesky, our referee, gets us started, and FC Tucson trying to find some leverage, some momentum, anything to get them back into this match. Right now, Richmond eyeing 3 points square in the eyes. Ken Levicka with you on this Saturday night. So glad to have you back as we get back into this USL League One swing. Again, the defending champions, Union Omaha. But this a battle of two teams who made the playoffs in 2021 and faced one another in the quarterfinals. A 1-0 decision to Tucson in the quarterfinals. Other matches in the League One on this opening night 2022. Greenville and Central Valley still scoreless. 32nd minute from Greenville. This is the League One debut for Central Valley. Red Wolves and forward Madison had just kicked off in Chattanooga. There are heavy expectations on a Red Wolves side. That was arguably the most heart-stopping, most dramatic team in the history of USL League One last year, with all of their massive late match game-winning goals. And then Tormenta and North Carolina have just started in South Georgia. Here in Richmond, it's the Kickers, fresh off of their first playoff appearance in 5 years. Off to a great start, and the stars have come out. Emiliano Terzaghi, he started things with a tap-in goal. Neil Vignoles continued them with a left-footed finish. And here are your second half keys for Richmond. Just see this through. They were stout when leading in the late stages last season. Have to continue that trend. As for FC Tucson, things have been disjointed on the attack. Need to find some way to string together passes and challenge Akira Fitzgerald. Maybe this is one of these moments for FC Tucson. Into the area, step over, Caligstro trying to dribble across low into the 6-yard box, and it's sprayed away, but this will be an FC Tucson throw-in in front of the Red Army. Allen, now Caligstro trying to turn to the end line, couldn't do it. It's played to the edge of the area. Sunday, his shot popped up into the air. Allen retrieves. Now Weir. Weir and Allen. Now it's Allen who is stuck near the touchline. Try to heel touch his way through that traffic, and instead is dispossessed. That was sent right to Kroll. No changes at halftime for either side, though if 2-0 remains the next 10 minutes or so, you've got to think John Perlman's going to have some subs ready to go. Caligstro played off, but gains it right back. Sloppy from Richmond. Perez. Allen. Back to Caligstro. Can he unleash a shot? The answer is yes. Did it take a touch? That answer is no. And it sails wide of goal. And this will be a Fitzgerald goal kick. An uncomfortable Richmond kicker on his knees. That is Jalen Crisler. I thought that took a shot befitting of a whistle. And our referee tonight, Daniel Chesky, says, let's play on, please. There is a foul on Sunday. Well, they actually say that Sunday forced an FC Tucson throw and thought I heard a whistle. I did not. But no matter as Richmond wins it right back. FC Tucson without the availability of Derry Korf tonight, veteran goal scorer. He was the hero in the 87th minute in the quarterfinal win for FC Tucson over Richmond back on November 6th of last season. But he has had a hip that has been bothering him. And this early in the season, no use testing that. Calixtro on the move. Richmond defense collapsing on him, though. Somehow maintains possession. He's able to play it to Luis Perez. Now Bedoya. Bedoya falling to the ground. A great pass to the near side. Weir. And nobody there. It sailed Calixtro. Not an FC Tucson soul on the back post, and no problems for Fitzgerald. Oh, a high boot there. I think it was unintentional, but that was a high boot from Bolduc. And he may be shown a card here as Chesky checks in on Bedoya. Here is the walk to Bolduc. Doesn't look like a card is coming out, and I think Bolduc is probably pretty lucky. Well, just like this match started, Tucson controlling possession. But Tucson has not really made Fitzgerald work in the second half. Fitzgerald had to make a couple of good diving saves in the opening 45, but not so far in the second half. But maybe he will have to here, but Bloyu just launches that wide right. He did not do well enough with that unless that took a touch. It looks like FC Tucson is setting up for a corner, and they are. That did take a touch off of one of the Richmond defenders. It's a throw-in, rather. Calixtro. Nice move into the area, hits the ground. He's looking for the referee. It's delivered out of play, and here is the corner for FC Tucson. I apparently prognosticated a sequence ago. It's finally come to fruition. Here's Perez, in-swinger left foot, as the Red Army is in his ear. Into the area. Loose. No issues, though, for Richmond. And the race is on. Bolaños. 1-on-2. Bolaños onto his right foot. Bolaños, can he unleash a shot? Contact from behind. Bedoya. And no whistle. And the crowd boos here at City Stadium. Bloyu has some open field to work with. Still going is Bloyu. And then he goes down, and a free kick. And a yellow. Into the book goes Stephen Payne. The Richmond fans thought that Bolaños should have earned a trip to the penalty spot. And instead, on the other end, it's Richmond who collects a yellow. And all that set up by Daniel Bloyu continuing a run, and at times impossibly so, getting through 2, 3, 4 Richmond defenders. There is some distance here for Bedoya. He's going to have to send this entry towards Akira Fitzgerald. 2-0, Richmond on top, 56th minute. Bedoya is going to send it to the midfield. As it distributed right back. It's collected by Perez. He launches into the box. Calixtro battling for it. throw in FC Tucson, with Ani able to shut that down. Calixto off his chest. One touch to the end line. Ani played that perfectly. And Richmond rockets that out of trouble. Tucson coming in waves. They are trying desperately to do something on the attack. Nothing doing. Stolen away. Good idea from Terzaghi, and now Bolaños able to get on his foot. Bolaños to the edge of the box, unmarked! Marancio with the stop, rebound, blocked away, second rebound, Terzaghi, no! And then Marancio nearly mishandles that and finally fumbles it on a play for a Richmond corner. And a well-deserved ovation for a Richmond attack that was relentless. The first shot came from Richie. Knocked down, dangerous ball. Bulldog had his shot altered. Terzaghi denied. Marancio then punches it, flails at it, slaps at it, and then fumbles it across the end line. Vignoles, goal scorer, with the corner. This is headed away. Richmond wins it. As we push back towards Marancio. Nothing doing there for Richmond, and Bedoya, dangerous heading to the middle of the pitch. But look at him with a rocket on his backside, and he's tripped up from behind. And then a push as Bulldog got caught up. A couple of Tucson players, and a yellow has been shown to Neil Vignoles. That is the third Richmond yellow of the evening. So Vignoles is on a yellow, as is Payne. So head back the other way. Can't watch the match? All you have to do is turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access, Tuesday nights at 7 Eastern Time. So be ready for it tomorrow night. Plus, hear live matches from the USL, MLS, English Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the SXM app. This finds its way to Bolaños. Bolaños lost his footing for a moment. Sends it into the area! That's a goal! It's 3! Bolaños delivers it on a platter for Vignoles, who has his second of the night. Vignoles was camped out, and Bolaños picked him out. All three Richmond goals have come on a left foot. 2 from Vignoles, but it was Bolaños who did the work. Bulldog, his 35-yard pass, near side to far side, split open the Tucson defense, and Richmond took advantage. Vignoles with a goal in the 34th, and then at the hour mark, 3-0 to the Kickers. Richmond last year, 8 wins, only 1 defeat, 5 draws at home. They are well on their way to 1 match, 1 win at home in 2022. Bolaños called for the foul. He is unhappy with the decision on a night where pretty much everything has gone right for the men in green. And we are going to see our first substitutions of the evening. Kevin Shaw is on for FC Tucson. And we also see Burke Fowling.
Departing the match number 21, Moag Sunday. Entering the game number 18, Kevin Shaw. Departing the match.
So it's Fowling and Shaw on for FC Tucson.
Number 32, Bert Bailey in the 62nd minute.
Contact as this is starting to get a little bit physical and chippy. Burke Fowling just came on, and he has a yellow within 15 seconds of coming into the match. And I don't think that the yellow came on the contact. I think the yellow came on Fowling saying something to Zaka Moran as he walked by. So here's the foul. And then you'll see Fowling come back and say something. That's where I think the yellow is, right there. Burke Fowling's got to do better. I understand it's a frustrating night for FC Tucson, but the recently entered midfielder, just undisciplined. Richmond still looking for goals, still searching, trying to send a message. They truly believe that they can win this league, that they can be favorites. And they are absolutely sending a message tonight. Two goals for Nil Vinyals. Terzaghi has the other. There's a foul. So Sunday is off and Blow You is off. FC Tucson. Tevin Shaw and Burke Fowling, who just was shown yellow. And now on is John Perlman looking to find any sort of positivity from this one. Turnover in the midfield. Well played. Tevin Shaw was able to come in and allow his team some time on the ball. Fowling. Now Shaw. Weir has it, touched on. Weir to Bedoya. Bedoya bracketed, can't go anywhere with it. Sends this to the right side of the box. Fowling tries to turn. Richmond has been very intelligent defensively tonight. That still somehow fell to the foot of Allen, and then Bedoya not very dangerous on that. Had a little bit of pace, but Akira Fitzgerald saw it coming right at him, didn't even have to move. Crouches down, hauls it in, and another Tucson bit of pressure goes for naught. And Allen could be carded there, and there it is. He grabbed Payne from behind. That'll be a yellow every time. Now both teams are equal with 3 yellows. The USL Championship on ESPN moves in April. San Diego Loyal SC welcomes El Paso Locomotive FC for an early season showdown Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern on ESPN Deportes. It's the USL on ESPN. Moran was battling with fouling. We were talking in the opening half about the turnaround that FC Tucson had. It was June 30th of last year after a loss to Union Omaha that dropped Tucson to 2, 3, and 4 on the season. That the decision was made with Tucson sitting 11th in the 12-team table to part ways with John Gans. John Perlman came down from the front office. He had coached Tucson in 2016-2017, and fortunes changed. Under Perlman as the interim coach, FC Tucson, 10 wins, 7 defeats, 4 draws, got into the playoffs as the 4 seed. Quarterfinal win before bowing out in the semifinals, and that was enough for everybody involved to say, yes, John Perlman needs to be the full-time coach, and here he is as the head man officially in 2022.
Departing match number 7, Matt Bolduc. Entering the game, number 9, Matthew Bentley.
Matt Bolduc will come out of the game for Richmond. And Matthew Bentley. We'll see his first action of 2022. Matthew Bentley, 23 years old, native of London.
Richmond number 2, Dakota Barnathan in the 68th minute.
That certainly looked like a handball, and it was. As Moran stuck out his right hand and made contact. Bedoya chips this off to the right. Fouling. Right now, Akira Fitzgerald is in line for a clean sheet. Had 10 of them last year to lead all of USL League One. Bedoya. Fouling kept it in the area initially, but Richmond blasts it away. Sideswiped by Master Antonio, back to his goalkeeper, Carlos Morancio. Morancio, despite being on the wrong end of this scoreline, has certainly had some glorious moments tonight. He has made some good saves. High delivery and not a single Tucson body in the penalty area. Fitzgerald scoops it up. Don't miss a minute of the action in 2022, whether your club's on the road or at home. Catch nearly every second of USL League One action on ESPN Plus, the home to the USL, MLS, La Liga, the Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. That's ESPN Plus. FC Tucson will throw it in. Actually, that's a Richmond throw-in. My apologies. Olszewski is trying to clean things up a bit here. Neil Vignoles hitting the ground. Trying to sell a bit of a side swipe there. He claimed Tyler Allen had delivered him. Bit embellished there from the two-time goal scorer tonight. Well, at least for a night, at least for now, Vignoles can claim that he's got the Richmond Kickers goal lead over Emiliano Terzaghi, which not many have been able to claim over the last 3 years. Trying to track it down in the corner is Bentley, and he does. Just came on for Richmond. Trying to distribute, but Bedoya right there to steal it away. And it's handed right back to Richmond. Richmond's next USL League One match will be at home against the Northern Colorado Hailstorm. That'll be next Saturday here in Richmond. The flag stays down. Nope, now it's up. Perez thought he was in the clear. He was offside. Everyone back for Richmond was calling for it, and they got their wish. Oh, Bentley, that was nifty. Bentley to the middle. Vignoles, nice ball in, off the side netting. Terzaghi was making a run, but Bolaños was not going to be able to contort his body to pick out the trailer. Terzaghi tried his best from a tough angle. He just did not have a lot of room to work with. As for FC Tucson, next up for them in USL League One, it won't be until the 16th. They'll be at Forward Madison. New coaching staff, new roster in Madison. Bit of an overhaul there. Whistle triggered by a Jonathan Bolaños foul. And more changes here for FC Tucson. Yuki Shibata. And Elijah Winder will come on.
Tucson substitutions departing the match number 13, Louis Perez. Entering the game, number 9, Yuki Shibata. Departing the match
So
number
Louis
8,
Perez, who had the best chance of the night for FC Tucson to score, his night is done. Shibata replaces him. And Winder will come on as an attacking midfielder. Just a moment, we'll take a look at some of the other scores around USL League One. 4 matches in opening night 2022. Just not much smooth to remark about in this Tucson attack tonight. Have not been able to generate much. Again, the best chance was courtesy of Perez in the first half off of a headed clearance. It found the left foot of Perez, who launched a rocket at Fitzgerald, but he was equal to the task, ranging to his right. Hasn't been much other than that. You got to give credit to FC Tucson, though, still battling. Still putting pressure on the back line, just not so much on the Richmond goal. North Carolina has jumped out on top of Tormenta 1-0. Here in the 23rd minute in Statesboro, Georgia. Meanwhile, at the half, good start so far for the newcomers, Central Valley. They are scoreless with powerful Greenville. A low entry into the box. That is quickly turned away. Shaw. Fitzgerald on the run-up, and down to the turf he goes. Elementary for him. Meanwhile, 35th minute in Chattanooga. Red Wolves and forward Madison also 0-0. Friday, Charlotte will play host to Central Valley. But in between the matches tonight and that lone match on Friday to start week 2 of the USL League One season, all 11 teams in USL League One will have US Open Cup showdowns. Dakota Barnathan's night has come to a conclusion. Vincenzo Candela will enter.
Vincenzo Candela,
formerly of Tormenta.
departing the match number 24, Nathan Loney. Entering the game number 3, Chris Cole.
Chris Cole. Last with Seattle Sounders 2. Come on for Richmond. Caligstro right at Fitzgerald. A rocket shot that Fitzgerald's able to fight away. Caligstro getting some run at the top of this formation. The lone true forward in the 11 tonight, and he's certainly shown some goal-seeking prowess. Making a run is Elijah Winder. Nobody saw him. And that is set to the heavens off the right foot of Yuki Shibata, who trudges away in frustration. This is a very young FC Tucson side, even by League One standards. Nobody over the age of 28. Joao Delgado and Daniel Bedoya, the oldest members of this club at 28 years old. Meanwhile, Richmond has 28-year-old Emiliano Terzaghi, 33-year-old Akira Fitzgerald, 27-year-old Dakota Barnathan. There's definitely an advantage experience here with Richmond that should serve them well during this 2022 season. Bentley, tough angle, how did that go in? How did Bentley score that? That's the night it's been for Richmond. Make it 4. The impossible happened.
The Richmond goal, scored by number 9, Matthew
I don't know how he tucked it inside Marancio, but he did. From about 5 yards out, he said, I'm going to cock back and launch this. And it's off the hand of Carlos Marancio into the net. 4-0. A convincing thrashing tonight for Richmond. Matthew Bentley, the second half substitution, piles on. When it's going good, it's going good. And for Richmond, here on opening night, it's going real good. A Richmond Kickers debut goal for Matthew Bentley. A convincing win for a team that bowed out of the playoffs earlier than they thought they should have last year. They weren't just satisfied getting there after a 5-year absence, and it is clear they are looking for more here in 2022. They were sent home out of the desert, dispatched from the playoffs by FC Tucson in November, and they start this season by getting all sorts of revenge. Leonardo Bema will come on for Emiliano Terzaghi. And we're also going to see David Olson on for Richmond. So Emiliano Terzaghi comes off, goal in hand. That Bentley goal just a bit different than the other three. It came off his right foot. Everything else had been a left-footed tally tonight for Richmond Kickers. The assist tonight for Richmond. Jonathan Bolaños has one. Stephen Payne has one as well. Richmond has done an awful lot right, as the score suggests. But it also appears as if Richmond has some depth. That was dangerous. And that is a straight red. Tyler Moss with a very dangerous tackle from behind. Moss has been shown off. And the team that collected the most red cards in 2021 collects one in the opening match of this season. It was Bolaños on the receiving end. He is up and he is okay. The protest is on. Now, as far as the contact is concerned, was it there? Yes. Was there a ton of it? Probably not. But the optic of Moss sliding from behind with that right boot at hip level of Jonathan Bolaños. And I'm sure John Perlman's going to tell him this from the referee vantage point, that is going to be a card and potentially a straight red almost every time. That entry found its way perilously close to Mauranzio's goal, but it will be a goal kick for the 23-year-old keeper. And Tucson's going to try to roll this out of the back. Weir. Now Kalikstro. He's pushed himself into the midfield a bit. As Tucson tries to generate anything in the remaining minutes. Time now at a premium. Already facing the reality that they are certainly conceding 3 points here tonight. Tucson would love to see something go their way on the attack. Just a goal. Something to build off of before Wednesday's U.S. Open Cup matchup with Las Vegas Lights. If you asked many USL League One fans how many goals Emiliano Terzaghi would have racked up if the Kickers put up 4 tonight, I'm sure you get 2, maybe a hat trick, but no, only 1. Only 1 for the Golden Boot winner. Nifty ball into the box. The trouble is alleviated by the game Richmond back line. There will be a corner. Handling that was Chris Cole for Richmond. And before Fallon can put his foot into that corner, some debris was on the field. Kicked off by the assistant referee. Falling high into the air. And coming over the top and committing the foul was Elijah Winder. There will be a bit of added time, nothing significant, I don't believe here. This result has been set in granite for quite some time now. But in front of a nice crowd here at City Stadium, the hosts have performed and have entertained. Kalikstro just swarming Richmond defense all night long. Fouling, nothing doing. Winder was there, but too tall for him. And Bentley escorts that ball out of play for a Richmond Kickers throw-in. 3 additional minutes, just like the first half. 3 additional minutes with everything a mere formality now. Evergreen of League Two is the U.S. Open Cup opponent for Richmond on Wednesday. They'll come into that one flying after what they put on the pitch tonight. Darren Sawatsky has his desire is always going to be critical. He's going to want to pinpoint, going to want perfection, but even someone like him who does demand perfection, he will be pleased with the vast majority of his team's performance tonight, and why not? Just a dazzling display in a multitude of ways. Not just the attacking, and that's going to get all of the accolades, and that's going to get a lot of the attention, a lot of the love bestowed on it, but this was a really strong defensive effort tonight as well from Richmond. Akira Fitzgerald a couple of times did his spectacular goalkeeping thing, but Richmond largely had a potent FC Tucson attack bottled up. As FC Tucson embarks on life without Charlie Dennis and Shaq Adams. That'll be a work in progress, trying to fill those gaps. Not easy. Charlie Dennis, in fact, already has a goal for his new side in the USL Championship, and we have another yellow shown.
Yellow card to Richmond, number 23, David Olson, in second half stop and start.
That is David Olson, second half substitution, who is shown the card. Charlie Dennis scored for Oakland Roots at New Mexico earlier this week. We got Shaq Adams with Charleston Battery. Fall in, lifts this into the area. Tucson ahead played it, but nothing that presented any red flags. Bolaños still chugging along here in the closing seconds of this one. And Bolaños is just an Energizer bunny. And he makes up a lot of ground in a short amount of time. Now we are just seconds away from the final whistle and a celebration that will be on here in Richmond. And why not? The home team delivered in a big way. Calixto hits the ground. And we are in the dying moments of this. One more intervention here for good measure from our referee, Danielle Chesky. It has been that type of second half. There's been a lot of bodies on this natural surface for both teams here tonight. Boy, that was a copious amount of spray that just came out of the can. A lot of foam there. Nobody should be confused about where they have to stand behind on this free kick. Calixto, can he grab one for Tucson? The answer is no, right at Fitzgerald. Took one step to his left and right into his body. Put it on goal, but that's gonna do it. There's the final whistle. And the final exclamation point of a thorough thrashing that FC Tucson has put on it by the team it beat in the quarterfinals last year. Richmond Kickers 4, FC Tucson 0. Puritan Cleaners brings you the clean sheet, and it goes to Akira Fitzgerald. Had 10 last year, and he starts off 2022 with a clean sheet for good measure in this 4-0 victory. Let's head to our save of the game. And really no question about what it should be. Brought to you by Greenswell Growers. Look at this attempt from Perez and Akira Fitzgerald. Full body extension to the right to blast it away off of the blast of the left foot of Perez. That is the save of the match, and now our man of the match here tonight. Nil Vignoles, 2 goals.
Be sure to pick up all your favorite Kickers gear at the merchandise trailer.
You see Vignoles with the shot. Terzaghi puts it into the back of the net. Vignoles credited with an assist. Now here's the first goal from Vignoles on a beautiful feed, finishing with a left foot. He would add another, and the man of the match, well deserved, is Nil Vignoles. 4-0 Richmond over FC Tucson. We'll bring you game numbers and highlights when we come back to City Stadium. 4-0, the Kickers win the 2022 debut. This is USL League One on ESPN+.
Many people within the Richmond community. To me, we're working as a team to enhance the quality of life for all residents.
It's about being the best that you can be. It's about enriching the lives of people in your community. There's a reason why we have the tagline Nourish, because it's really about nourishing the lives of of the people that work for us and the people that we serve. That's what the UCrops brand stands for.
Health. Suddenly that word seems more important these days, as it's consumed all aspects of our lives and made our universes feel smaller than ever. But at Bon Secours, your health has always been our top priority, and we're staying as committed as always to personalizing the right care for you. Because whether here or from home, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. Bon Secours, primary care for the universe of you. Visit bonsecours.com/primary care to connect with a provider today.
Convincing is the best word to describe it tonight as the victorious Richmond Kickers celebrate with the Red Army here at City Stadium. A 4-0 scoreline as Richmond is able to grab its vengeance against the team that knocked it out of the playoffs last year. Let's see how we got to 4-0. And spoiler alert, it's a whole lot of Richmond attack and some precision footballing tonight on opening night 2022. Early on, Richmond on the run. Richie got into space, able to deliver it to Vignoles on the right. Why not? Give it a go. It takes a fortuitous bounce off of Master Antonio, and Emiliano Terzaghi laying early claim to a third straight Golden Boot. He gets Richmond off to a great start. Not long after 34th minute, Nils Vignoles. He started everything on the first Richmond goal. Well, he gets his goal here. He wasn't done yet, though. You see Jonathan Bolaños. Vignoles left foot again. Bolaños picked him out, waited patiently. A late run for Vignoles. He's rewarded, and it was 3-0. And look at everybody stream to celebrate with Bolaños. And then Matthew Bentley, the debutant, the newcomer for Richmond Kickers. Got within 5 yards, said, hey, the angle doesn't bother me. Bam! Right off of Carlos Marancio. Finds the back netting. A 4-0 win for Richmond. 3 points in the table to start off this new year. And your game numbers. Tucson, significant edge in possession, and it didn't matter. 6 shots on goal for each side. Richmond much more efficient with the attacking work. They go on to win 4-0. Both teams now set up for U.S. Open Cup play on Wednesday. So Richmond came out looking for revenge on FC Tucson and lost to them in their last 2 meetings, including the quarterfinals last year. It was Richmond who brought the pain. Richmond, a convincing win, beating FC Tucson 4-0. I'm Ken Levica. Thanks for joining us to kick off this USL League One campaign in 2022. Richmond with the victory. Thanks to everybody on our production staff tonight. This has been USL League One on ESPN+.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.